Is it copper colored?
That's something to do with it.
Yeah.
Your nugs.
It's not back when you come out.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Jamie, and I'm volunteer ground crew on this aviation icon right next to me. And I know with that teaser intro there, that's going to generate a lot of questions. So let's figure out what we got going on today. All right, Will. I know that's going to generate a lot of questions of why we're messing with ejection seat parts, but we're doing something very specific because we don't have anything new on the seats yet. So what are we doing again?
Exactly. So the jet is going to be going over for a static display event that is still top secret for the time being. We need to make the jet look presentable from the ground. So we're going to be installing just the catapults and the beams in the jet with the personnel chute canisters. So from the ground it looks correct, but there's not going to be any arming going on, no live CADs or anything in the jet. So it's just going to be getting ready for a static display event.
Yeah, we're getting her all nice and dolled up.
Yep.
So.
And then when she comes back, it'll all have to come back out to finish the maintenance cycle.
But yes, nothing new on the seats just yet that I'm aware of.
Nope, no news on the seats just yet. Like I said, they will have to come back out when we get back over here because we will have to finish the maintenance cycle, and once more updates on those is to be determined. We'll see.
Yep, TBD.
Yep, TBD.
Awesome. Thanks, Will.
Yes, sir.
All right, so weather today, it's a solid overcast. What do you think the ceiling's at today, Justin?
No, I think it was during the summer.
Yeah, about 2,000 feet overcast. I didn't see anything on Lone Star's ramp this morning, so not likely to see anything fun going flying today. That's okay. Can't have that every weekend. But so, all right. So the guys are up there working hard on those catapult rails. I'll get up there because I know there's some interest from you guys as far as what does it take to actually get ejection seat stuffs back and forth in there. And this is probably one of the safest times to do it because none of the pyros or initiators are in the seats right now, so they're about as safe as they can be as far as pyrotechnic charges and whatnot. Yep, gonna need this. Nice nitrogen bottle you got there, Al.
Yeah, finally got one.
Where are you going? Because I need to go up.
All right, now let me get out of your way.
All right. So, there we go. You want to hand this up to me when I get up there? Thanks, sir. That's what it looks like when the rails are in. But now I don't have anything to sit on, so. Thank you. I need an extra set of hands. Let me set you guys down real quick. All right, so jump seat's out of here because the rails are in. But I need a chair to sit on because I'm about to do a very specific task. So whenever Crew Chief Al is ready, basically what I'm about to do is, this is a service procedure where I have to pull this handle and pump down the brakes. So,
Pull the handle and pump.
You ready? All right, so this is one of the few times we'll actually operate these controls. It's definitely under direction and supervision. So to initiate emergency brakes, you pull until it stops, and then this is just on a cable, and then now I can pump down the brakes. So 1. Now that bottle only gives you roughly 12 pumps of the brakes. I can definitely feel it stiffening up on me. I'm definitely losing pressure. Done? Done? Do you need me to hold it?
No, let go.
Okay. And this now, so that's done. All the pressure has been bled down out of the emergency bottle. And at this point, this has to get reset down on the ground, down in the nose gear base. So it's a very difficult thing to see. I'm going to try to get this camera up in there as best I can, but we'll see. It's a difficult one to reset. So let's head down. All right, Al. So that's the accumulator, right?
Emergency brake accumulator, and we pumped it down to see if we've got a proper nitrogen pre-charge, and we don't. It should be around 1,000 pounds, and so we're going to service up the nitrogen for our pre-charge on the accumulator.
Nice.
Now, the reset for that, I remember that's super difficult to get to. It's
Forward. Behind that key there. Is that key straight up?
right here.
Behind it. No, I guess the bulkhead on the left. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. Well, it's really hard to see, but this mechanism, roughly here, you gotta really reach in there and toggle it. But which way does that need to get reset?
You have to push it back, reach up on top, and push the clip aft, and it'll pop back into place.
Okay, yes, I need two hands.
Leave the pressure off.
There it is. There's a clip up here. And I gotta. Which one of these do I push?
You can push the one that's most forward, push it forward a little bit more, and then push the clip back. It should pop into place.
Okay, so yeah.
Fine for now, but yeah, when we go back
So
together.
that one, and hopefully focus camera. So this one here, that one that my finger's tapping, I have to push that forward and then push that clip aft, and that should relock the handle. So I'm gonna have to set you guys down to do that because I need both hands.
Oh yeah. All right, so now we're getting the back seat one in. Now, are these particular to a certain seat, or are these identical and they could go either way?
Yeah, I mean, technically the parts are identical. Where the actual, these brackets where they mount into the cockpit are a little different between the two seats.
So those are unique.
Right, so we do, well, they can be adjusted. So they are technically unique, but they could be adjusted for either cockpit.
Right.
But they are set up for front and rear, and we always keep everything separated forward and aft anytime we're doing seat work.
Right, which is why we have them labeled forward and aft.
Exactly, everything. The buckets are labeled, the catapults are labeled, the beams are labeled, the cushions, every single part is labeled forward and aft so we can keep them separate.
Got it. Cool. We're about to, what, we take the catapult first?
Yes, catapult's gonna go in first, and then the beams, you'll see the beams actually engage the catapult on these tracks right here.
Okay.
And so we'll slide the beams down onto this catapult mechanism.
All right, and then what we're doing is just putting the parachute on afterwards.
Right. Yeah, we're just going to be setting the personnel chute in here and kind of loosely securing it again, just so it looks good from the ground. And then this will all come back out because, as you can see, this all needs to be cleaned. It needs to be lubricated. All this needs to be tested. So we're literally just putting these in as a placeholder to look good for our top secret static display. And then once the aircraft comes back over here, we'll be taking everything back out. And when we get a little closer to flying, then we'll go through these really thoroughly. The reason we're not doing it sooner is because we're not exactly sure when we're going to be flying. So if we lube all this and we clean it and we put everything back together, and then we have another 6-month delay or something, then we might have to take this all back apart and
do it again.
And yeah, do parts of it again. So
And then same thing with the chutes, because that's a 180-day service limit.
right, those are timed items, and so we're not going to have the chutes repacked until we know for sure we're going to go flying.
Awesome. Well, let's get this bad boy in.
Absolutely.
Need a hand for the top.
You should be able to just seat one of the bolts and then get it started.
Need me to help support?
No, I got it.
All right.
I'm gonna have to manipulate it anyway. Oh, that is.
He's in there, huh?
It's.
JP, do this for a second. Take the bolt out, take the catapult, set it back on the floor. And just run the bolt through the hole. Okay, so it'll go.
So that it just needs to be a perfect alignment.
Right. I mean, it's a super tight tolerance.
Tell you what. Let's just.
Oh, you got some wiggle room now.
Yeah.
This, there you go.
Do you need a tapping mechanism?
I might. There's not a lot of room to work. Let's.
Yeah, I think this was going up and down, but otherwise the hole looks lined up.
Ow!
Ooh, you all right?
What's the hardware?
The microphone cable. Okay.
So
That's in. Yeah, that one should.
At least I know it's the right height. There we go.
Hey.
That's that sound we were looking for.
This one. That's the top.
Yep, there's your parts.
And JP, that washer has the knurl on it, so make sure you have the knurl facing in. Yeah, there you go. See?
Barely.
Yep, it's just smaller.
Guys, I'm gonna run. Much fun here at Wow.
All right, Al.
Hi.
It's all good work. We got a lot done.
Got a lot done again today, yes, sir.
We're inching closer and closer.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one.
Now for the sucky part.
All right, now Jamie, we're gonna need you to take a different angle.
All right. You want me on the other side?
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the best bet.
All right. Do you need an extra set of hands anywhere?
Try not to destroy your camera in the process.
So this is where our main initiator charge goes.
This is the thing that sets off the seat to start everything, right?
Right, when you pull the face curtain, this is what you're initiating, is that charge there. So what we do to install the beams is this has to come out because this spacer and everything will actually help capture the beams because this is a big telescoping tube
Right.
that extends up past the vertical tail. And so we get this charge, the charge is out of there because we're just de-armed, but we take the actual firing mechanism out as we lower the beams on. And then once the beams are on, we'll put this back in to try to help hold everything together and keep, you know, bugs and stuff out of there while we're over at our static display.
Right. Nice. Yeah, because this telescope's out, and that's before the rocket charges fire
Correct.
to get you away.
Correct, yeah. If you've watched the previous videos, we went over these pancake charges, and that is actually what extends this tube.
So
There's two of them. There's one lower one and one upper one here.
So it goes 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And that'll extend that tube up, and then once the seat reaches the top of the tube, you're already clear of the tail, and that's when the actual rocket motor fires.
And then takes you
then,
away.
Yeah, then you go for a real good ride.
Yep. Yeah, a real brief run.
Yeah.
And and then actually that's step 2, right? The canopy's first.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But you hope so, anyway.
Yeah. Now that's part of this cable link, right?
Right. That's the interlock block.
That ties into here off the top of the seat.
Okay.
And when that's actually what fires the
Once we
top
get the
charge.
beams in, we can show you how that mechanism works.
All right. Sweet.
All right. Here we go.
Put this over here.
Yep. Let me keep that outside.
I just don't want to knock it down.
Okay. Roughly how much does that weigh, Will?
Off the top of my head here, feels like about 70, 80 pounds.
Okay.
Something like that. It's not light, but it ain't.
And that's why this has to not be bolted in at the top, because we need to slide it down.
Right. So we gotta rotate that catapult forward and then lower the beams on.
Got it.
Whenever you're ready.
Just get it up here.
Do you need me to pivot the tube forward?
We gotta lean forward. Okay, we are clear of the canopy.
I don't have it.
Okay, I've still got it.
All right, I'm good.
Okay, clear. All right, you can come on down. All right, actually, no. Okay, let's just do this all at one shot. All right, up. Up a little higher. Okay, come on down, come on down, come on
There it
down.
is.
Come on down. Oh, back, forward a little bit. Forward, yeah, there you go. Come on down. Come on down. Forward a little bit. There we go. Come on down.
It's hanging somewhere.
Hang, okay, lift up a little bit. I think we need to bring the top in.
Yeah,
a little bit.
it's cocked.
Lift up a little bit. Okay. Now come down.
There we go.
There we go.
You missed one.
Yep, we missed one. All right. Okay, so everything is clear on the back. Yep, the links are clear. All right, now that upper bolt can go in.
There it is.
And so remember you said earlier, Will, about this being, you know what you're doing now?
Yeah. Famous last freaking word. Thankfully, this one's a little easier than the front. Yes. Can you,
What you need?
those two silver cases down there in front of the black cabinet, there's two silver cases. One of them is going to have another personnel chute in it. Can you bring that over here, please?
Just to verify.
Correct. Yep. Do you need any of them crazy pliers or anything?
Hopefully not.
This one you should be able to do by hand.
Can you put a finger on that bolt, please?
Yes. Gotcha.
Thank you.
Yep. That looks good. There we go. Turning.
Yep. She's in.
Sweet.
Nice. And that's the, what's that called again? That piece.
That's the catapult, main catapult initiator.
Got it. Is that
Which-
where the banana links attach?
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
the banana links go into the sear on that mechanism.
Which, if we were arming this, we would all be sweating a lot more than we are right now.
Yes. Yeah. If we were doing arming, I would be in there and much less happy.
And way more careful.
Yes.
Or maybe that's not the right word, but
Well, y'all will hopefully eventually see when we
yeah.
get
So-
cartridges.
We were talking about this mechanism up here. So your interlock block, let me get this untangled here. Your interlock block is gonna lock in right here.
Okay.
And then these are called your banana links here for an obvious reason.
Yep.
Those will engage this sear right here, so they'll sit down inside that.
All right.
Once they're inside there, then this gun is actually loaded and hot.
Okay.
So you pull the face curtain handles out here.
Right.
It's gonna pull this out, which is gonna push these banana links forward. And as you can see, as it drives this sear out, it gets bigger on the back side here.
Right. Oh, because it's like a wedge shape.
Right, which lifts this up, because this is your firing pin for that charge. So as soon as this sear pops all the way out, that firing pin goes down and fires this bad boy, which then sets the whole thing in motion. So when you pull the handle and those banana links start to rotate, when the canopy leaves the airplane, it takes this interlock block out, which allows that whole thing to happen.
Okay.
So the idea is that the seat should not be able to fire with the canopy on until this interlock block goes bye-bye. And so that's one of the things when you're pre-flighting the seat or doing anything around the seats, if there's anything wrong with this interlock block where it's not in here properly or this pin isn't seated properly, you got to really check everything over, because this thing, once this goes, that allows the seat to be able to fire.
Yeesh.
Could
Yeah.
you pigtail that back up there, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, JP, we need to get our straps out of here and stuff.
In the parking lot.
Right.
That's the chute, correct? That's
That's the personnel chute.
that's the person. Okay, got it.
Oh.
So she will look the part here before too long.
You wanna film this?
What's this?
You're gonna have to get right down there to,
Yeah.
to
Oh,
via straight
okay.
in.
So that's what gets you into the seat when you hit all the inertia rails,
Right, that's the main inertial reel mechanism, and then you can see these personnel straps go over what's called the butterflies in there.
Yeah.
And you'll hold those butterflies and they'll push them up flat against the back of the seat, and then we'll plug these inertial reels in to hold everything in place.
Gotcha. So what do those inertia reels do?
Those will suck your harness in.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that'll tighten your harness, and then the other set pulls your legs off the
Right.
controls?
Yep, the leg restraints go down underneath the bucket.
Man, a lot of things happen all at once with these.
These seats are like an insane mechanical jigsaw puzzle. Everything connects to everything else. Yeah, I gotcha. And everything has to happen in the right order and
The sequencing.
right sequencing.
Basically a big controller.
And even these straps, they have to be just right. They can't be, you got it? They can't be twisted. They can't be laced over each other.
Yeah, because
straight that way.
all this is going to come disassembled anyway, and then when we do this for real, she'll go back the right way.
Right, exactly. You hear click, there it is.
Hey.
And then we'll just tighten up the Velcro on these just to kind of hold it in place, and we'll be all set. All right,
Nice.
man.
That's a neat little tool.
It really is. That is so much harder to do without this.
Yes, it is.
All right, now that you've seen this, how much do you love it? Never
Hey.
do it that way again.
Yeah, your dad never showed me that tool.
We didn't discover this tool till about 2010.
Oh man, having to do it the hard way.
We did it the hard way for over 10 years.
Nice. All right, so other than just neatening everything up, that's it, huh?
That's it. Yep. That's all there is to it for right now.
So now if this is going on for real, what's left? The seat pan?
If it was going back in for real, I mean, you'd have the seat bucket, the seat kits, all of the straps, the leg restraints, the harness, the seat kit straps, your seat belts, your drogue chutes, all your charges. This took us, 15, 20 minutes, a full seat install and arm, probably 2+ hours.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was nothing compared to a full install.
Right, because we go a lot slower on an install.
Exactly. We go a lot slower, and there's a lot more to do. So yeah, a full install takes a lot longer.
Very methodical.
Very methodical.
Got it.
All right, guys. Well, that's the seat, but from start to finish, here, I'll just roll the time lapse. Here we go. All right, another piece of what we got done today is all the fuel filters that we had to change the O-rings on the other week. I think, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, so we got everything has been lock wired and inspected. Those are ready to go. So we got the engine doors buttoned back up. We got the preparations, so next weekend we'll have to be putting the Sparrow launchers back in on the aft launchers here. That's anytime you have to open the engine doors back here, those have to come out, and then you got to put the blocks back in, because those are stress panels, in order to tow this thing and be able to get those things back in. But so yeah, that's next week. So we got a lot of fun stuff done today. So yeah, a lot of good work. Oh yeah, she definitely looks the part now, at least from down here. So she's gonna look really good. Can't tell you guys where she's going just yet, but oh, this will be fun.
It's shaking bacon. I helped.
Oh, good stuff. All right, well, that wraps up our weekend here at the hangar. Now, I do want to apologize to you guys because it has been a while since I have done anything in DCS as far as videos go or any content with that, because ideally, normally when I did that, that would be the midweek video, and then this would be for the weekend. And I just haven't done DCS in a while, between being busy with real life, amongst other things, and usually the DCS stuff will be the first domino to fall when I can't, if I just get busy, because I always want to be here for this, because you guys just enjoy this airplane and everything that we do here at the hangar. So I'm going to get back into doing some DCS stuff, and I can't think of a better opportunity than this weekend, because the Cold War Germany map just released for DCS, and even in its early stage of development, there is a lot of air bases that are available to fly from. And it's set in the 80s, so the Berlin Wall is there. Everything is as it would have been in, I believe, the mid 80s is when it's set. So some of you guys were stationed over there, because I know some of the airfields that are available currently. So you got Ramstein, Hahn, and Spangdahlem. And Hahn is where this very Phantom was once stationed. That was the first air base that she was based at after she was built in St. Louis. So she made it to Hahn Air Base in '67, I believe. And that was the very first base that she was based at. So I am planning on doing a live stream event the day that this video, the one that you guys are watching right now, I will do that later in the evening, and I'll have something posted ahead of time so people know about it. But yeah, we're gonna go check out the Cold War Germany map and see different areas like of where she was and all the different places that some of you guys may have been stationed. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And I did do an upgrade at my house within the last month or two. I upgraded my internet. So I have a much better upload speed now. It's something that's important when uploading this kind of stuff. And I should be able to live stream now in 4K. So looking forward to that. It'd be a nice test of that tomorrow too. So looking forward to that. Hope you guys will enjoy that as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. So with that, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time.